You're going to do your bedroom.
Voices to be Heard is the representative body for people we support.
To let us know what's affecting them and how we, HFT, can support them.
It's totally about inclusion within the whole organisation.
I think Voices to be Heard is one of the most exciting things we've done in the past couple of years.
So there are representatives of the people we support within each region.
I think that it's nice that other people can trust in me being able to get their voice across when it needs to be heard.
They discuss all sorts of issues. They decide amongst themselves what they're going to discuss.
And they also meet together nationally.
Voices to be Heard National met with me as the Operations Director and with Robert as the Chief Exec twice a year.
They're also involved in campaigning outside the organisation on issues that are important to them and to HFT.
People that we support may have a learning disability, but they can be very articulate and can be very, very determined and decisive about what they think about things.
It's straight to the point. They're emotional when they need to be. They say it as it is.
And I reckon I got voice for other people in this service as well.
But recently they've also become a subcommittee of council, which is a huge leap forward.
Where everybody has a voice which can be brought right up to council.
It means that across the organisation, the voice of the people we support is being heard and being listened to at every level of the organisation.
And I think we should be recognised to be at the top of our game for inclusion.
2 of them are off to Geneva, to the United Nations, to discuss the rights of people with disability.
We've also been to Geneva, to the United Nations.
At the moment, the United Nations is concluding a year-long investigation into the UK government. For the past year, various disability groups have been submitting evidence at various stages to the committee, arguing that the UK is failing to meet some of its obligations under the convention.
And so we met with all the rest of the delegates, and everybody had to share their questions that they had for the committee.
So one of the ladies who was doing the section 19, wasn't it?
Article 19 is the right to live independently and be included in the community, and that's what HFT and Voices to be Heard have been focusing on.
And we expressed our concerns, like the cuts, and that housing, like if you wanted to private rent, they won't let you use your housing benefit.
So our mission was sort of 2 reasons really. I mean, for me personally, it was about giving Henry and Becky the opportunity to speak at such a high level.
I felt it was unique to be representative for people with learning disabilities.
And to be the voice for others.
Secondly, it was to make sure that learning disabilities was heard in that debate, and I kind of feel like HFT plugged that knowledge gap.
I found it was quite unique, the building itself, just to be in that very building, just to speak to the government over there, just to see his views on the new policy that would be coming out for people with disability.
I think that this was a huge opportunity for Voices to be Heard to actually be heard.
Nervous, but happy in a way.
They'll come to a meeting in November that I'm hosting in the House of Lords.
I'm very proud to be able to present at such high levels.
And discuss how the people that we support feel that their lives are going to be impacted by the United Nations report.
Are you ready to take the rubbish up?
Yes. The thing that we asked Voices to be Heard, tell us what's your number 1 priority, and they have said it's about loneliness.
The loneliness scheme came through from some of the people, and they were feeling lonely.
Hard. You're doing a fabulous job. You want to try the next one?
HFT recognised the large amount of achievements that Voices to be Heard had made over the last couple of years, and suggested that we could have a royal event to celebrate this.
We were really fortunate to invite the Princess Royal to meet Voices to be Heard, to hear from them about the things they've achieved.
We had photos from the day, We had coverage of some consultation responses, things like that, and I was just talking her through the campaign and ways in which Voices to be Heard have been involved in those campaigns.
And actually just to celebrate with our trustees and with some invited guests and the Voices to be Heard about just how far it's come.
Everybody broke into groups, and she went from group to group chatting to people, and that, you know, they're really, really very, very good at asking her questions, and she's really brilliant at responding, and just nothing phases her.
It was absolutely amazing to meet her.